Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel, Premiere Next. In this video, you are going to get all information related to latest updates about the game Expedition Agartha introduction. In the report about the latest entertainment news today you will get all the information about the game Expedition Agartha. Expedition Agartha could be a hardcore multiplayer person looter survival game. Explorers and mercenaries from around the world find themselves on a mysterious island within the lost continent of Mu. Launch your expedition, encounter ruthless enemies, and see the secrets of Agartha. What the developers need to say, why early access? Expedition Agartha could be a game that we feel would take pleasure in the first access system. Inspired by games like Shake Off Turk-Off, the servers periodically wipe, then new updates roll dead set keep the sport fresh and exciting. This format is great for gameplay balancing. There's plenty of awesome content in our vision of the ultimate game, but to induce to final product, we'd like the assistance of a decent player base. We are able to achieve this through Steam Early Access. By beta testing through Early Access, we will save costs when it involves QA and build an engaged community before our final release. How is the full version planned to differ from the first access version? We want to expand the sport to possess many maps by the total version. Early access will release with 3 playable maps. We hope to possess quite 5 maps by full release. Each update will bring the player deeper into the world, closer to Agartha. Every update we are going to also release new enemy types, balancing patches, and that we also attempt to add more player progression mechanics. For early access, progression are going to be centered around gaining game knowledge, completing quests, and improving equipment to become the strongest. By full release we'd wish to have more specific player progression systems like a skill tree that enables diversification of builds. Character customization is sort of limited in early access launch, with just the essential amount of options, but by full release, we also arrange to have more character options, like more faces, more hairs, more armor sets, etc. Ultimately, we commit to have a cultured PvPvE person melee combat experience by early access launch to convince players we will build this sort of game. Then we'll really start fleshing out the deeper world building and special additional side content of the sport. What is the state of the first access version? Currently, we are still in heavy development. Combat system is nearly 100% ready, we've the 2 maps almost completed. We are acting on the quest system, i.e., follower system, and other game loop features that are required to create the experience what it's. The sport is currently considered playable, with the core loop functional, but there's plenty of polishing and content that also has to be added. How are you planning on involving the community in your development process? We want to interact with our community often and see what they like, what they don't like, and cope with major issues that arise. This can be a game that needs many players online at the identical time to be optimal, and that we actually need to possess a full-of-life community. We would like to draw in fans of the primary person melee PvP genre and include many ideas that we've all wanted during this kind of game. We also want to encourage people to suggest ideas surrounding the lore narrative. The subject of ancient civilizations could be a controversial topic in reality, and that we want to encourage our fan base to debate these topics and even suggest ideas for the sport-supported real-world speculation. About this game as per the latest entertainment news today, legends speak of the dominion of Agartha, hidden to the globe since past times. It's said that Agartha is the birthplace of all gods and men. Empires have risen and fallen since the ages of Atlantis and Lemuria, and altogether this point, actuality nature of this fabled land has yet to reveal itself. The scrolls of the old scholars fade with time and history becomes but a myth. Yet time and time again, adventurers lured by the tales of immortality and paradise will risk everything to brave the hazards of the unknown. Many seek gold, some explore for God, and all fight for glory. Key features: explore a lost island full of danger and loot. Encounter bandits and beasts as you create your way through unfamiliar territory. Discover ancient ruins and ponder the mysteries of humanity's true past. Fight in visceral combat involving light attacks, heavy attacks, blocks, and dodges. This suggests every fight may be a skill-based battle of life or death. Co-op with parties of 3 players and launch an expedition. Ruthlessly search out other players, or build alliances to create it out alive together. Loot and equip a spread of medieval weapons and equipment from various warrior cultures to fit your playstyle and aesthetic. Competitive, match-based experience where dying could mean losing everything. A successful expedition means high rewards, but death will cost you all of your gear. Play as a freebooter and enter the expedition with free low-tier equipment with non-character progression, or play as a mercenary, high-risk, high-reward, and convey your own hard-earned gear with quest and skill progression. Expedition Agartha game release date. This game isn't yet available on Steam. Planned release date, coming soon. If you are watching this video on Facebook, please like and subscribe to our page, and if you are watching this video on YouTube, please click on the like button and do subscribe for the latest update.